Let's talk quickly about mandatory entry of listings and what our obligations are for submitting our listings in a timely fashion. This is Rule 302, and of course, you can find this rule and all of the other rules in the Rules and Policy document. You can find that in the knowledge base articles. So let's talk quickly about what Rule 302 requires and figure out how we can abide by these guidelines. So these are guidelines for when listings must be submitted to the MLS. That's essentially what Rule 302 covers. And so what it says is all exclusive listings located within the MLS service area must be entered into the MLS before midnight of the day after the listing date, unless the listing agreement allows for a later date. So let's talk about a few hypotheticals here. Let's say, for example, you are a customer of OneKey MLS and you accept a listing outside of the OneKey MLS footprint. Are you required to enter that listing into OneKey MLS before midnight of the day after the listing date? The answer is no. You do not, because that listing is outside of the service area, the MLS service area. Let's go through another hypothetical. Let's say, for example, a real estate professional who is not a customer of OneKey MLS accepts a listing within the OneKey MLS service area. Are they required to enter that listing into the MLS before midnight of the day after the listing date? Again, the answer is no, they are not. They are not a customer of OneKey MLS, so they do not have to abide by our rules and regulations. Okay? This rule, Rule 302, is to help ensure that all listing information is shared promptly and to maintain MLS data integrity and member cooperation. So, some steps to correct this violation if you find yourself in violation of Rule 302. First thing you want to do is you want to take a look at your listing entry date into the MLS and confirm whether it was submitted on time. You want to cross-reference that with your listing contract. And if it doesn't match up, if your listing was not entered into the MLS within 24 hours or before midnight of the day after the listing date, you want to go ahead and contact compliance to have them help you out, help you get back into compliance. Okay? Going forward, what you want to do is you want to take a look at your listing contract, verify what that listing contract date is, and go ahead and submit your listing to the MLS before midnight of the day after that listing contract date. Okay? After that listing is submitted to the MLS, verify that listing is active, it's displaying properly with all the information you would typically want it to display, it's accessible to all MLS participants in the system, and then you should be fine. If you do need additional help or you're looking for some guidance, Rule 302 is detailed in the MLS Rules and Procedures Manual. You can find that full policy there for your reference. And if you have any questions about the requirements and how to remain compliant going forward, please always feel free to reach out to MLS support for any kind of assistance.